Hello, and today we are going to take you along in a day in our life. So this will be a completely different day in our life than what I normally do. I am going to show you our homeschool routine, but we've already kind of did a different routine. The three little kids needed a bath, so they're currently up there playing in their bathtubs right now, and I wanted to get that done earlier in the day rather than later when we need to leave, because the outside temp right now is like -25 or -29, so I wanted to make sure all their hair is definitely dry. So me and the 11-year-old is getting breakfast real quick. It is 9:27 in the morning, so it's still very early. I already got up and took my bath. The 11-year-old is starting her homeschool on her own, and she was working on some English. And then the little kids were supposed to be starting some homeschool and eating breakfast, but obviously they just wasted breakfast instead because they wanted to go get in the bath. So let's get our day going. All right, I am going to be so transparent with you guys. Look at this hot mess. Like, my whole entire house is just crazy right now. I don't know if it's ever been this bad. There's a whole bunch of, at least like all the dishes are clean, minus what was used for breakfast here. This is like Valentine's Day snack stuff. And then we've been like repainting and patching walls and all this kind of stuff. So we have a lot of different garage stuff in here that needs like reorganized and taken back out. A lot of this over here is actual homeschool stuff, or we've been having a lot of game days. So there's a few games over here. So as bad as this looks, it's actually not really horrible. The homeschool area is pretty organized still, so that won't take long at all. All these baskets are ones that I'm going to be using on organization. I am really hoping to get to today. I'm really hoping to get to underneath my kitchen sink and my cleaning closet are two of my goals. And then here in the living room, it looks bad, but it's really not. Like, my dog has found down in the basement where all her extra toys are, so I end up cycling her toys, and I only put like 1/3 of them out at the time. Well, she found the other 2/3, and every single time that basement door is open, she goes down and she brings up a new toy. So all of this mess is hers. She's so lucky we love her. Oh my gosh, she is like still such a puppy, and she's 2.5 years old already. All these lap trays are out because that's what they use for school. So we have been trying the night before to set out everything for school for the next day. And that way I feel like we're not wasting time trying to do that in the morning. Like, it's already sitting there and it's ready to go. So this is the first week we're doing this. It's working really well. So as you can see here, my son, my kindergarten son, has his lap tray. So in it, he basically, everything that he needed out of his latch mate, he puts into his lap tray. And that way too, I feel like they're not laying down on the couch trying to pay attention. They're not jumping around. This lap tray kind of gets them to sit a little bit more still, because we definitely had a lot of wiggles lately. So their crayons are in one side, and then they have pencils and scissors and glue. This is their little reader that they're going to do today. And then their focus on fives, their work text, their phonics page, and their math page is all on their clipboard and ready to go for them. The only thing I need to look to see what they need is manipulatives. But they already have that packet, the envelope of manipulatives out here somewhere, to be able to grab them easily. So over here, more dog toys hiding. Her little bin for dog toys is just right behind this couch, and she knows she can go get any of her toys, so we just gotta pick them all up and put them back there. It is, as I said, freezing cold out. Everywhere in our yard, we have at least 2.5 feet of snow that has been there for like easily a month at this point. And we just keep on getting more and more snow. And I was even to the point, today's really sunny, maybe this will help, but our pergola was getting a lot of snow on it, and the weight of that kind of makes me nervous. Even though all those cross beams are steel, it's still just, snow is heavy. It's a lot. So the kids have been having fun going outside, except for this last week when it's in the negatives. It's just way too cold for them. So then we have had heated blankets out everywhere because it just saves on heating costs and it's just nice and comfy. And then over here is the preschoolers. Sorry, the sunlight is making this weird. There we go. We'll see if I can help you. This is my preschooler's lap tray and my other kindergartner's supplies. So she just needs to put all this onto her lap tray. So as bad as this looks, if you could tell, my 11-year-old has already picked up a whole bunch of it. Like it's actually going to go fast in here. And here's not going to be so bad. But that kitchen, I'm really dreading doing. So we had some jeans that were drying. I have an electrical cord from us doing some sanding. If you could see into the front room there, my second dresser. So I've redone my master bedroom. And the first dresser, we got 2 matching antique dressers. We sanded them down and we're painting them white. And the first one turned out so, so beautiful. And so we're just trying to get the second one done. But it's just too cold to do it in the garage. So we finally just said, hey, let's bring it into the house and get this done. So the main part has one coat, but then the drawers were kind of in bad shape. And so my husband's been like gluing and fixing those up a little bit before I continue painting. So like I said, it's ridiculous. We've just got to like spend, this might take 1 hour. It's not even going to be that long. I'm just really pushing it off because I want the kids' homeschool day to get done. But I need to go bathe them real quick so that we could do that part. All right, so Lexi the other day after I got home from work, she wanted to draw a picture. Don't mind the fact she has lipstick on. She's been playing in makeup this morning and it is what it is. It's fine, it all washes off. So she wants to tell you about her drawing.
I used Art for Kids Hub and I drew a flower. It's my mom's favorite, and I made it so colorful.
So it's a peony, and she had told me the other day, like Art Hub just kind of did the center part with her, and then suggested that they don't go higher, but she added like all these extras and chose all the colors, and I think she did a really, really good job. So if you think she did a great job, please give her a big thumbs up so that she knows that everybody's super proud of her creative ambitions. So I wanted to remind you guys too, during the week, I definitely have certain routines I do on certain days. And today is a Tuesday, so there's quite a few extras that I do today just because like tomorrow is trash day. Tonight we do have dance for my oldest one, as long as it doesn't get canceled because of the weather. So if we're either getting a lot of snow and the roads are bad, or if it's just way too cold, like way too negative degrees, they will end up canceling it because they want to make sure everybody's safe. And we have like multiple, our studio is really big. We have multiple families that drive like from an hour away to get there. So our studio is really, really awesome at watching out for the families. So we will act like we're having dance until we're told we're not having dance. The other thing I do on Tuesdays is, it is Toilet Tuesday. So what that means is I have 4 bathrooms in my house, and on Tuesdays is when I do that deep clean of every single bathroom. And that way I know I don't have to worry about the deep cleaning part the rest of the week. I just need to do the spot cleaning then. And so it's nice and easy because before that I was always like, oh my gosh, did I even clean this bathroom this week? Or maybe I did the master bathroom twice, but I never touched the kids' bathroom and stuff. So I just know Tuesday, I get it all done in the morning. So I'm in this bathroom and my daughter ended up doing the main bathroom for us. The only thing I was gonna double check on is if we need to restock toilet paper and stuff. So I tried to do that on the same day also, even though it needs done during the week so many times. And so I was in here, she looks like she did a really, really good job. We definitely need to restock toilet paper. So I'm gonna have her run up there and get that for us. So Toilet Tuesday is one of the chores I do on Tuesday. And then the other thing is Wednesday morning is our trash day. So because of that, I end up having a lot of extra tasks. So we collect all trash in the whole entire house. So we have 4 bathrooms. We have the laundry room, the kitchen, the office, and then if like I've been doing any decluttering, I might have an extra trash bag laying around somewhere. We do take the trash out throughout the week, but this is the day I go through and completely overhaul and grab everything. Tomorrow is also a recycling day, so I make sure all the recycling is broken down and out to the recycling cart. And then the other thing I do is that I clean out the fridge of anything that needs thrown out. And that way, not so much in the winter, it's not a concern, but in the summertime, that way, like, old food isn't sitting out there in the heat and smelling and being gross. So wintertime, it's actually almost great because everything kind of just freezes out there and it doesn't smell at all. And so she grabbed toilet paper. She's going to restock that in the bathroom, and I'm going to clear out the fridge real quick so that those two tasks are done. All right, guys, let me show you what it's like to live with 4 young kids. The California raisins are just hanging out in our fridge. Yeah.
Beckett did that.
Okay, so this is a pretty common thing actually, that our kids like to randomly hide things in our fridge to be funny. So California raisins are also going to get decluttered out of my fridge. And then looking at it, we don't have tons of stuff. I just did a huge clean out of this and scrubbed it down and everything. That video is going to be coming. It's the kitchen declutter one. I just need to get a voiceover done on it. But really, I think the only things that I need to look at is a few things over here. Like a few things over here. Like I know all this stuff is good, this stuff is good. So I'm just gonna get through it. So my other tip for you guys is that whenever I clear out my fridge, I always make sure my dishwasher is unloaded so that I could scrape the food into the trash. And then I put the dishes, like I rinse them out and I put them automatically into the dishwasher so that they're not sitting on my counter just waiting for me. So how I end up doing it too is everything that's good, like I know that these two top shelves are good and I end up restocking like drinks and everything up here. But then everything that's good goes to one side of the fridge, and that way I know like what I've already touched and double checked. All right, so this is already done. That did not take me long at all, just a few minutes. All right, so we have eggs up here. I know that we haven't used enough to be able to put it all only into this crate. I have to say we have had this for like 4 or 5 years and I absolutely love it. I highly recommend it. Usually this has my drinks in it, but right now it has the kids' drinks and little snacks like applesauces and stuff. So when I end up ordering more of my drinks, that stuff will be removed and I'll put my drinks there. My husband is an accountant, so he is at tax season and he is working all the time. So I just didn't put near as many of his drinks in here right now because I don't think that he will be home enough to drink them. That's all our yogurts. This used to be right here and I realized that it fit like perfectly up there. I just reorganized this. We had some butter that was outside of it. So in there I put my butter and my cheese. Usually hot dogs aren't in there, but they got thrown in there and that's fine because I think we might make some pigs in a blanket or wiener winks, whichever ones you guys end up calling when you put crescent rolls and cheese around a hot dog. Here is where I usually put a lot of our sauces or sour creams, like topping type stuff. Over here is usually all of our drinks, and then any condiments that are too tall to fit into our door bins. And then down here you can see we have some meat that I need to get used, so I'm going to see what is on my menu to get that used. And then over here is all the food that is good, so I'm thinking for lunch, we might just be doing some leftovers, or for supper. I'm not quite sure which one, but one of the meals are definitely going to be leftovers. So there you have it. It is already done. I just need to, over here, I am so sorry for all this mess in the background. Oh my gosh. But I'm still getting stuff done. We are going to tackle today. Here is all that was bad, just 4 little things. So I'm gonna get those tossed out and get the dishes in the dishwasher, and then we will keep going. All right, so it is 9:55 and the kitchen is all cleared out. All the bathrooms are done. My bathing's done. The 3 little kids are finishing up, and then my 11-year-old will get into the shower here shortly, either like right before lunch or right after lunchtime usually is when she ends up doing that. We've restocked toilet papers in all those bathrooms. I'm getting ready to eat a breakfast burrito finally and drink a little bit of mocha. And then I have cleared out my sink. The kids made smoothies this morning, and so this needs to soak because it has avocado and banana and strawberries and stuff just kind of all over it, and sometimes that just doesn't rinse out very, very well. And then I think after I eat, either I am going to school the kids or I'm gonna start tackling all this mess right here, which is just ridiculous. Oh, and one more thing I do every single morning is I start a load of wash, usually as soon as I come downstairs. So luckily, we end up doing a lot of wash this weekend, and we don't even have a full load to be able to do, but I'm sure after these baths, I'm going to have a towel load. But the other thing I automatically do every morning is I go around, I've already grabbed the washcloth off of the kitchen sink and thrown it in the dirty clothes, but I also grab like kitchen towels, bathroom towels, like hand towels, and I put those in the dirty clothes and I put fresh ones up for the day. So any of our hand towels and our washcloths, I don't use more than one day. I feel like they just need washed. I don't throw them in the wash at night because they're hanging up, like they hang on the edge of the sink and on the stove or oven door, whichever you want to call it, so that they can dry, because I don't want them just in a pile to get all musty. So what I thought we had completely done all weekend, my daughter has a whole entire load from her room. So I had grabbed, I thought, all kids' clothes, but obviously not. So she's going to go throw that in the washing machine so we can get her load done. And then I was trying to brush my 4-year-old's hair, and I don't know how well you could see this on camera. Let me put it down some. She has gum in her hair, guys. See all that white? That's gum. It's up here. It's down here. We don't really allow gum usually, but she obviously got a piece, and now I'm going to try to work through this. Otherwise, like, I really don't want to cut her hair all the way up here. So she's not allowed gum anymore. I don't think she purposely does this. I think that her hair gets close to her mouth and it happens that way. So I didn't plan on this, but we're going to do this. And the other part that I end up doing as a tip, most of us have an Echo or Alexa of some sort. And so what I end up doing is every single morning at 10 a.m., Alexa goes off and she reminds me to switch the laundry. So like I said, I get up, I start a load of laundry, and I don't want to forget to switch it to the dryer or to go back and fold it. And so at 10 a.m. every single morning, a little reminder dings off and says, here's your reminder to check the laundry. It is 5 till 11 o'clock. I sat down, I ate my breakfast. I did like lotion on all the kids, cleaned all their ears, did all their hair. This little girl, it took a little bit, but we did not have to cut any of her hair out for that gum. So here, let Mama see it, honey. It's all out. She does have, hold on. Oh, she's showing you guys her pretty braid. Turn around here, honey. She naturally just has a lot of breakage of her hair, and her hair is just crazy and always all over the place. But that's exactly how my 11-year-old was at this age too, and it wasn't until she was like 10 or 11 that her hair started making sense. So I think she's just her little twin, and they have the same type of hair. Brooklyn wanted French braids, so we did that, which this is perfect because tomorrow is her dance day. So tomorrow, all I need to do, we'll leave those braids in all day, all night. It'll dry like that, and then tomorrow, all I have to do is take out the braids, and it looks super, super cute for dance. So that's the perfect hairstyle. And then we did everybody's nails. So now the kids have their school out. They have it up on the TV and ready to go. They've gotten all their manipulatives that they need, and we are going to get going on math. They only have, I think, like 10 lessons or something left, and then we're doing math 1.
Recall when we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. This road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises, they come and they go, and we have to try and keep up, 'cause this life's so much more.
All right, so I've gotten all of this cleared off so that I can use it to clean out under my kitchen sink. And all this is cleared off so that when we're ready to do lunch, I have a place to do it, even though I'll probably have all the cleaning stuff on the other part of the counter. So this will be a completely separate video, the decluttering and organizing underneath my kitchen sink and my cleaning closet. But I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what we are starting with, because it's pretty gosh darn bad. All right, so in our kitchen, I've shown you plenty of times, we just don't have tons of storage, but I do have to say underneath this kitchen sink is big, and we definitely pack it full. So I have some very good methods that I end up doing down here. Like there's the daily cleaners, there's refill cleaners, there is like the deep cleaners, and then there's dishwasher stuff. But unfortunately, the rest of my family just throws the stuff underneath here. So you can see our dish drying towel is just thrown under here. My little strainer that I use for all our silverware. There's extra paper towels, which usually go in the pantry and not underneath here. So I am going to take absolutely everything out, scrub down the bottom. Then I am going to go to my cleaning closet and take everything out of there also, so that I can organize and group like things. All right, another little sneak peek. So this closet, usually my mop bucket and my vacuum is in here, but we've been using them, so they're not. But this is what we're starting with, and this will be part of my clean and declutter underneath the kitchen sink, because this is where all of my cleaning supplies end up living. So this is working, but it's not really working because I probably haven't even touched half of these cleaners in the last year because I just have some favorite ones instead. So again, this will be a different video, but here's a sneak peek of what's to come. I also want to share with you guys the progress that I have made so far in February. I know that I haven't shown a lot of the videos yet. I did just, I think it was yesterday, post the digital declutter one, which if you haven't watched that, please go watch it. It is so helpful. It's a lot of extra things that I didn't even think about decluttering, but once I sat down to write my list on what needs to declutter, that definitely, like, it has helped me feel more at peace. So there's a whole bunch of different things like phone and computer and subscriptions and everything that I ended up going through. But then so far I have decluttered my little girl's bedroom and my kitchen, and just off of those two, and then my son's bedroom I had kind of decluttered right before Christmas, before all the toys came in. But we had since moved a bookshelf into his room too with a whole bunch of books, so I decluttered books also. All right, so I want to show you here, we are in the dance room. This is where that dresser is that needs to get painted. And then Kenzie is playing with beans while the other kids are doing school. So yes, we have arcade machines in here. The kids just think it's really fun. So we decided it's winter time, it's too cold in the garage, that we moved it in. And then this is a very, very good way to keep them nice and busy while the other kids are schooling until it's her turn. So then over here in the corner, all of this is donate, and that's just from a couple rooms. And actually, to be honest with you, the kitchen stuff isn't here. The kitchen stuff has a bin that is almost double the size of this gray bin that is packed full of stuff. So I think I ended up counting and I got rid of 79 things. So make sure to watch that video. It is so motivating. So then the other things, I ended up having more kitchen stuff here that isn't even part of the 79 items. And then all this is from the girls' room that I got rid of and decluttered, and I reorganized their room too. All this bin here is books. That's a big bin of books. It is packed full. And then we had like little toys like this that they're just like, my kids are beyond this kind of stuff. And then this is just a box of random stuff, like more toys and puzzles and stuff. So I haven't even purposely gone through our games or anything like that yet to get rid of. So this is like minimal effort. I have gotten rid of so much, and there's so much more motivation to come also. All right, day in the life update. The twins just got done with their math, and so all they have left to do is focus on 5, so they're getting started with that. And then preschooler here, she's finishing up, older sister made smoothies for them this morning. But she, we kind of quit doing school at home, and instead we do it in the van. So we have 5 different times that we drive across town to dance. And a lot of those times, at least 3 out of 5 of those times, we are just sitting in the van for a good hour and a half. And her schooling is an hour long. So this is perfect opportunity. She's already sitting in her car seat. She definitely wants to watch something on the screen. So I have just put her DVDs out into the van, and we automatically do school in the van for her now. So she's been really happy. And if you think about it, she's getting school at least 4, if not 5 times per week. So it's exactly what we would have been doing inside. And it takes the stress off of me to get her school done, and the kindergartners and the 5th grader. So then I know we could do it there. Any of the arts and crafts, we end up just watching the video, and then we do it when we get home, or we do it the next morning while all the other kids are schooling. So kindergartners are in here getting a drink real quick. I showed you guys this is a hot mess, but I'm trying to ignore some of these messes so that some other people can get schooled, because if I just go down this rabbit hole of cleaning nonstop, none of them will stay on task. So, all right, break done. Let's get going again.
It's mostly my school that is making the table a mess.
My 11-year-old just said she mostly made the table a mess. It is. Half of that whole entire table is just her schoolwork. So it used to be we would just bring one subject out at a time. And like I said, this week we're just trying to bring everything out. And then as we do it, we put it back away so that we see how many subjects we still have left to do. And so half of that table is very easy to get cleaned up. The twins are done with their break, and so they are going to be starting their focus on 5s.
Book verses of America Land That I Love.
All right, then out here, my 5th grader is working on, she just got done with English. Have you done spelling yet today? Or you know what? We had a schedule change on spelling. So spelling's usually 5 days per week. And we decided because we are so close to being done with spelling, we only have a few more weeks left. We're doubling up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so that on Tuesday and Thursday, when she has dance, we can double up on different subjects. So yesterday, she did 2 assignments in spelling, so she can be off of spelling today. So she is working on math now, so she is almost done with half her schoolwork already. So on math, she really hasn't been using the videos anymore because they are kind of long, and she doesn't feel like she really needs those. And so I usually do the teaching with her for most subjects at this point. I feel like me and her are really the same type of learners. And so I think she really gets it the way that I end up explaining it or showing it to her. So what we end up doing for math is I will look at the teacher's manual, see if I end up needing it, reviewing whatever I need to review. And then her book also has when it's a new concept, it has this section up here that explains the concept, and they always give examples. And then usually me and her go through the first few so that I'm sure that she knows what the concepts are. And then I leave her to do the rest. I will look through the whole assignment here and I will see, like, does she need to do the whole entire thing? And in this fact, she's going to need to, because I see up here, it's a new concept also. So one page, she has a new concept. And usually math lessons are front and back page, and then they're done with their work text. So the back page has a new concept here too. So we'll make sure she understands that. Then she has this daily review that she's going to do on page 288, and that's just a few things from past chapters to keep everything fresh in her mind. And this works really well for her because if we only do one concept and then we leave it alone for a couple of months, she will forget what she's doing. So we really like the spiral method. It's kind of a combination of master and spiral, I would say, because each subject has its own topic, but they're really, really good at throwing these reviews in. So every now and then she gets frustrated. I'm looking for it here real quick. Every now and then she gets frustrated that she has so much work to do because then they have a fact review. So right now it's different division problems, and that's on the computer, but that's really, what are you guys whispering about? Oh, she asked Sissy to go get her lesson plan. But anyways, she can get frustrated because she has the work tech page front and back. Sometimes I allow her to skip some, or sometimes I allow her only evens or only odds, but in this chapter, it's all new concepts. So we're not skipping anything. We're going to get it drilled into her mind so that down the road, she has no struggles with it at all. So then she has the daily review that she does. So like, for example, today, this is the only section that she needs to do for the daily review. And it's about data on a chart. And so she really likes charts and stuff. So that should be good. But then it reviews like greater than, less than, rounding stuff, doing fractional equivalents of other numbers. There's just a whole bunch of different reviews. I could probably have her skip some of these, but like I said, I feel like it's really beneficial to spiral back and look at some of these. So then she does her fact review online, which right now the topic is division facts. And I do like her doing that because it's almost like a speed round. Some of them are timed and she has to go fast enough to get them done in time and stuff. And I think that it's very beneficial so that it gets just drained in her mind that 81 divided by 9 is 9. You know, she should be able to do it that instant to make everything down the road a lot easier. And she does really, really great with multiplication and division. She's done great with the different geometric things. She's doing really, really great with all the fraction things. So we've added fractions, we've subtracted, we've put them in the lowest terms, we've worked with mixed numbers. Now we are multiplying different types of fractions, and she's really doing good with it. And I have to say, we utilized Horizon Math before this, and she did really great with that. And then since BJU, she does really great too. So I think we'll just stick with BJU because I can get a whole grade kit all together and know that it's just building on each other. All right, so in high school, we will reevaluate stuff every single year we do. But high school, I want to make sure whatever major she wants to go in for college, that we're really building on those skills going up to college. So right now she says she wants to be a nurse, which is what her mama is. But I know things can change. She's only 11. She's got a long time to still figure out what she wants to do, but we will make transcripts and plans when that time comes. So she will do the work text. She'll do the daily review, she'll get on the computer, she'll do her fact review, and then based on the lesson plans that I have made for her, she has chapter 12 quiz 1. So she does have a quiz that she needs to do, so she already has it pulled up and ready to go. And then as you can see in this lesson plan, I've showed this on many of my videos, and we love this. Like, I will do this every year for her, and I'm pretty sure for the twins next year, we're going to do this also because they'll have more subjects, whereas K5 is really nice and simple and easy. Knock it off. All right, so everything that is highlighted is stuff that she has already done. So the first day was Monday, the second day is Tuesday, which is today. So as you can see, she still needs to do reading. So I was reading that book aloud to her, but we're also reading a couple other books aloud right now. So I finally just assigned it to her, and she loves reading at night before bedtime. So I let her know, like, you could just do that at night before bedtime, and then we'll see if there's any fun activities we want to do with it, because it's a book links, and so you get a folder full of different activities and questions and quizzes and crossword puzzles, which she absolutely loves. Then she has already done English, but I think she needs a little bit of help writing a bibliography, so she has never done that before. So I had suggested to her while I was at work yesterday that she watches the video for it, because I feel like that could be a good video for her to watch. But she didn't get it done because she was busy helping the other kids do some crafts and stuff. So we are going to review that today and get her bibliography done. And then really it's just science and history. And let me flip you around here. All right, so science and history, this top one is science, this one is history. And if you notice, so these bold ones are the lesson numbers that we're going to do. And you can notice we are like sometimes doing 4 lessons a day. So anywhere from 2 to 4 lessons per day, because we are behind in heritage studies. And I had asked other mamas, do you think it's okay not to do the whole thing, or is she going to struggle next year in 6th grade? Because I have heard 6th grade BJU Press is a struggle. Like, it is demanding, but it's preparing them for middle and high school. And so all of them suggested, like, definitely make sure to get through everything and read it and all this kind of stuff. So before, we were only reading like 2 pages, and I felt like the lessons were super short anyway. So I look and see, like, here we're only reading 9 pages, and half of the time, half of those pages are like pictures or like captions of big pictures and stuff. And so I feel like it's a very doable amount at her age. And then here for science, you will see the same thing. Like, we are sometimes doing 5 lessons a day. Like, I look through every single lesson as I'm doing the lesson planning at this point to make sure that this is an appropriate amount of work for her. Like, I'm not just going to throw work at her to get this done. I'm going to make sure it's stuff we can do and we can do very well. So, learning moment for me, I know that for next year, for science and history, depending on how much 6th grade is, you know, swallowing us whole, I know to probably start by like doubling up some of the science and history and stuff instead of going at as slow of a pace that they end up doing. So at this rate, we are hoping to be done with school within the next 6, possibly 8 weeks. But like I said, spelling, we are done here in a couple weeks. And so that's one less subject that we have to do every single day for her. And then we can have more time to do the other subjects. So, all right, she's going to get back to work. Don't mind all this. I have already told y'all that I am doing a declutter of underneath the kitchen sink and my cleaning closet. And I am embarrassed to show you like how much cleaning products. I thought that I only needed this part of the counter, but it turns out I need like my whole entire kitchen counter. I'm gonna keep videoing this for you guys, but there's another little sneak peek of it. So there is a maintainer up here trying to get all of our snow cleared off of our roads, and for some reason or another, our kids calls this baby Dumbo. So they keep on running back and forth from window to window to watch him, and they call him Baby Dumbo. The bad part of this was he came at a horrible time because so I don't know if you could see it very clear out of this window, but the bad part of him coming in right now and doing this is we have to leave pretty soon for dance. And if you could see at the end of the lane, we're a little bit blocked in now. So now I have to go do some snow shoveling that I really didn't plan on doing right now. Still trying to get the kids to finish school. It is definitely like a motivation issue, but I think also because I'm trying to multitask, and that's what I get when I try to multitask. The twins literally have like 5 minutes left, but then my 5th grader, we haven't done history or science yet. So let's keep rolling. So I come around the corner to go and grab something. Does anybody else's dog sleep like this? She's asleep. Like hanging off the couch. Oh, she just heard me. She's waking up now. She sleeps like this weird position all the time. So we just got back home from dance. It is about 6:30 at night. I haven't checked in for like the last 5 hours because I was running back and forth to dance, and then I spent a little over an hour outside clearing our driveway and our sidewalks and all that kind of good stuff so that we were even able to get our van out of the driveway to be able to go to dance. So now it is time that I need to figure out what supper is. Usually I have like a menu planned and stuff, but I'm just not right there this week. So I was considering making like homemade Hamburger Helper, which my kids really love. And so I'm going to look to see if I have everything for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out this vlog. As you can see in the background, I'm still working on getting everything organized with my cleaning supplies. Like I said, that video will be coming at you guys. Here is our homemade Hamburger Helper. So it is Velveeta cheese and then small shells. And then when I brown the hamburger meat, I put a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And so it gives it just a little extra flavor to kind of mimic what Hamburger Helper would be. My kids absolutely love it. They end up naming it on their own. And so we needed a quick, easy meal tonight. And so this is what we are doing. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also make sure to check back so that you can see whenever the decluttering videos come up. I just posted the first one, which I mentioned was a digital declutter. But then the next one is either going to be my girls' room declutter or a kitchen declutter. And then shortly after that will be this cleaning supply declutter. All right, see you guys next time.